how difficult is it to go from like one client to another and they're trying to like their goal is the same, like they want to increase their cardio or they want to increase their like leg strength or whatever, but they have different sort of like preferences for how they do things. Is that difficult to like to sort of get to know them and then to figure that out?
It's the art of training. It's the art of coaching. You have to read people, and then you need to open your mouth and communicate with them too. Because if you don't, you're assuming, and not all of the times you're assuming correctly, but if you don't check in with people from even from the start, like when I meet a client, I'll ask them, well, have you exercised before? What aspects did you like and why? That way I know. But I also want to teach them all that I know about another form of exercise. So again, if you like the track, great. I'm going to make sure that I do a lot of track work with you, but maybe if you've never done circuit training in the gym, I can get you to incorporate a new form of high intensity or of cardio. But maybe you didn't like it because you had a bad experience. Maybe you were at a big group class and you didn't get enough like attention and no one taught you how to do things right. So you felt that you weren't doing it right and you felt insecure. And so you don't like that. Um, I know that that's true for a lot of my clients is they don't like things they don't feel good at doing. So if you spend the time teaching them, now they have a newfound appreciation for it. They want to get better at it because lifting, exercising is a skill. It can be taught, it can be learned. You just have to have the right teacher and the right amount of attention for each person. So yeah, it's different with every person coming in, but people are also open to things too. You just have to
Yeah.
find what they like, kind of start with that for sure, and then build their portfolio and try new things. And that's what keeps people engaged. You know, now we train a lot of our adults like athletes, even if they haven't played sports, because being athletic means you can move well.
Hmm.
So we can do that with basketball. We can do that with, agility ladders. A lot of people should be doing plyometrics, but they don't know that. But it's great for bone growth, right?
Hmm.
It's great for bone density. So again, you kind of want to start with what you know for people and then expand their horizon.
Yeah. I know, especially for some of the compound lifts like deadlifts and squats, that makes people nervous because they don't want to hurt their backs. Seeing too many videos of like the bar being too heavy and like falling on people or like yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's education.
Hmm.
So the more you educate people, and that goes for the trainer themselves, because if you don't know how to talk the talk, you shouldn't be teaching those
Hmm.
lifts, especially under that load. And so that's one reason why all of our trainers that we hire have to be working out. And when I interview people, I ask them what their workout routine is like, what they know well, what they want to know,
Hmm.
because if they're not interested in learning and mastering things, I know they can't teach it. And
Yeah.
that's sort of um that's kind of what we stress when we teach is like, I know how to teach you this because I've learned it myself. So I know what muscles that you're using right now. I can see it in your posture that you're not squeezing your shoulder blades back as far because I used to do that.
Hmm.
And now I can just, almost touch and have you squeeze your shoulder blades back here. Now you're doing it right. In order to protect your back in a deadlift, I need your back to be neutral and never rounded. And
Hmm.
when you start to teach people these things, then they start to respect the lift a little bit more and they want to learn more about the lift. And all of a sudden, they're really excited about the lift because now they can pick up their 48 pack of Deer Park from the ground and into their car, and it's not a problem. Whereas before, it might have been.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. I know for me, it took me a while to learn to do deadlifts because I was nervous about like hurting my back. Um, and then once I picked it up, I do it. I do them often now because it's a really good lift for like your whole lower body. like just all around, just like explosiveness and strength. So it's good.